Yo, Wagwan, we're back with another video for your head tops. Today, we're putting 10 Avatar Legend myths to the test because I've seen people claiming all sorts of madness. Apparently, Sokka's worm can stop him from losing health during showdown, Azula can erase herself from the background, and apparently Aang refuses to finish Ozai. Some of these sound completely fake, but Avatar Legends hide so many tiny details that honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised anymore. By the end of this video, we'll know exactly which myths are real and which ones are fake. And I've got a few bonus secrets right at the end that most people might not have noticed yet. It's already been a week since Avatar Legends released and we've already got our first free DLC character announced alongside even more updates coming out later this year. If you're enjoying all these Avatar Legends breakdowns, then make sure to smash the rascal like button and subscribe, because once player lobbies arrive, I'll be hosting community tournaments and loads more events on the channel. Enough waffling, let's get into the action. Alright, let's start with one I've always wanted to test. If you look closely at the Fire Lord throne room, you can see Azula is actually watching in the background. But what happens if you pick Azula herself? Surely she can't be watching herself fight. Yep, there it is. The silhouette completely disappears. And this is the kind of attention to detail that I mentioned earlier that we see from Avatar Legends. Now hold on, if Azula disappears, then surely Ozai does too, right? I've got to test this as well. Yep, it's the exact same thing, and I'm not going to count this as a separate myth since they're basically the same mechanic, but you can tell just how much attention to detail the developers put into these stages. If you spotted any other stages with secrets in them, let me know because I'm definitely going to test them out myself. Next up, apparently Raava actually reacts every time Korra gets hit. For this test, I'm going to do Raava against Vaatu and keep that beef set going. Yeah, if you look closely, every time Korra loses health, Raava actually starts shrinking. Now let's see if the same thing happens to Vaatu. Okay, Vaatu is just built different. Although, to be fair, the developers did tell us that Nightmare Korra and a few other characters weren't completely finished yet, so that might change later on in another build. But that is another myth busted. Now, this one might be pure waffle, but apparently if Sokka uses his Suki install, Yue gets jealous in the background. So let's see.
Suki? Wow.
Nah, wait, why is she tweaking like that? Either she doesn't know which way to look or the code just starts malfunctioning. From what I tested, when Sokka gets hit, she does do that same expression, but she only shakes like that after Sokka gets a kiss. So I'm gonna say this is a myth busted, but you guys in the comments, let me know below. Now, Toph mains, if you've been watching my streams, you lot know that I do not like Toph. All of you that main her are glue-eating pagans. But apparently, if Toph wins, she doesn't say her name, unlike if you win with another character.
Done here. Penguin! Yeah!
Aang wins!
She actually says, I win. So let's listen out for it. Fair enough. Toph breaking the fourth wall once again. Although, how does she know she won? She can't even see. As a Zaheer main, I kind of already knew this one, but I think it's still a sick one to reference. Did you know if Pali gets hit 3 times, Zaheer unlocks free flight? So we're gonna have to quickly make Pali a human shield for the greater good. And if you look at the flow gauge, as you can see, it is not being spent. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean you can fly forever. It lasts for about 5 seconds and then you drop back down to the floor. So don't get too excited. But again, that's another myth busted. Alright, Kyoshi players, you lot probably already know this one. But if you stay grounded for a few seconds, her fans actually start glowing, meaning that her next attack will be stronger. But here's one that I didn't know. Kyoshi can actually heal. If you've read the novels, you probably recognize the idol animation straight away. She's touching the exact place where she was shanked in the neck by one of her ops. That's actually a lore reference. And it restores health in game too. This is one of my favorite hidden details so far. Speaking of healing, apparently Katara's healing ice block is immune to projectiles. Mad, that actually works. That's another myth busted. And if you haven't seen my YouTube short on this, here's a fun fact. Katara can also negate the damage taken in Showdown by healing too. Next up is my boy Sokka. And remember the worm from the intro? Turns out it's way more useful than you first thought. You can actually duck under your own boomerang, which opens up some nasty setups. Just check this out.
Boomerang! Gotcha! Boomerang! Yeah! Space sword! Surprise!
I've already found loads of uses for the worm, but that's definitely one of my favorites. Alright, we made it to myth number 10. And this one is one I've seen quite a bit. Apparently, if Aang lands his level 7 on Ozai, he refuses to finish him off. Surely they wouldn't put that in the code, right?
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, okay, whoever started this rumor was absolutely waffling, bruv. Ozai got packed up. So this one is an actual myth. For those who made it this far into the video, here's a few bonus secrets. Did you know Kyoshi can actually charge her flow gauge instead of spending it when you hold the flow button? Since her normals use flow gauge, she has a unique mechanic that lets her build it back up. And here's another one. The longer you spend practicing in training, the more coins you earn. So technically, those people that are labbing a lot are getting paid. And finally, if Azula loses a round while using the Joe D support, her appearance actually changes. So keep an eye in the background and see if you can spot it once the round ends.
I lost.
Time for the real show.
Aang wins. Round 2. Begin. Careful. Careful.
If you made it this far into the video, leave a comment. Let me know the coolest myths or Easter eggs you've discovered that I didn't mention in this video. And if this video does well, I'll make a part 2. I've still got loads more hidden mechanics, lore references, and myths to test out. And I recently did a challenge online where I had to win a match with every single character. So if you want to see that, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. I'll also be live streaming Avatar Legends on the channel soon, but if you can't wait until then, check out my breakdown of Avatar State Aang and Nightmare Korra with even more hidden Easter eggs right here.